Hello, everyone, and welcome to the SEO GEO AEO LLM news for week 12. So that was last week. I've gathered all the things that I found useful from Twitter and other sources, and just giving you a quick rundown of those and why you should maybe read into them or not. So let's just jump right in here. There was a webinar on how to track AI visibility and prompts the right way. The YouTube video is linked here. You'll also see all those links in the description with summaries and etc. But yeah, very interesting. And again, there is now an art to tracking prompts. It's a way different beast than rankings, etc., etc. I read into a few other posts. I can't remember now. I want to do a good citation here and mention them, but uh, I've been developing some for ESCO, for example, where we've got classic like educational research, informative. Like we've got these kind of 4 different types of prompts or 5 categories you could put them into. And then I've added synthetic personas like, if you're selling, like I'm a software developer and I need a really good resource for so giving them synthetic personas plus ones without, and then organizing them by topic, plus also have like top level brand sentiment prompts. And I think that is good. And these guys are doing kind of the same thing. So I guess, just watch the video if you want to get like accurate, AI visibility data. We could soon be seeing an option to opt out of AI mode and AI overviews. Here you can see here, oops, that's the wrong link. Where the hell did yeah, I'm gonna have to update these links. But yeah, basically, Google, we're developing further updates to our controls to let sites specifically opt out of generative AI features in search. They are being sued, I think, or they're in legal battle with like UK. So I think this is something there. Yeah, other countries will follow suit, and that's why they're developing this. Google will not try and help us unless we push them. But yeah, good, still good and interesting. Just to like and subscribe, and then I'll make sure you know when exactly that is, when you can actually toggle it on and off. Here's a cool one. Chatgpt links in Google Search Console, so you can actually see your backlinks in Search Console, maybe also Ahrefs. But what you might discover is that when you share Chatgpt conversations, they're indexable, when you can actually see those links pointing to your site, and that gives you great insights into the discussions that people are having. You can maybe even scrape all of them that you found and give some give you content ideas, semantic analysis, etc. So I think that's a really good little tip there. Yeah, there's a link here to the post itself. And we have Lily Ray here on her Substack, why your GEO strategy might be destroying your SEO. Again, if you over optimize for AI for the price, so you might be losing in or like traditional Google search. The problem is you're risking such a big visibility place. Like Google has so many more users and sends so much more traffic, even with these AI mode, AI overviews. Now, I would say when it comes to prioritization of this sort of thing, I look at traditional search, prior number 1, and then AI mode, AI overviews, which correlation is high, but still also want to be featured there somehow. And then finally LLMs, with ChatGPT being the first one. That's kind of my prioritization when it comes to optimizing, but I could stick with classic search, and that usually trickles down pretty well to AI features in Google and then LLMs. Sometimes AI features in Google, you might want to tweak a few things, but I feel like, again, make good content, right? Research the content, don't spit out AI stuff. Anyway, next up, unpopular opinion. Yes, AI does make SEO easier. Now, I like this opinion. That's why I want to share it. Let me give credit here. It's from, okay, yeah, all my links are bad here. I'm going to make sure these links are up to date. But in any case, she is, well, now I don't know who said this, but it doesn't really matter. AI makes SEO easier, but what are the tactics worth scaling is where the expertise comes in. So I just wanted to share that opinion. I think that's true, and it rings well. Here's another one that's pretty interesting. 78% of Gen Z can spot AI-generated images, and it hurts conversions. So click-through rates are falling, et cetera, et cetera. I think it makes sense. It's so dishonest if you can see it's AI generated. It's like, really? You're going to try and get me that way? So yeah, just watch out for that. I guess kind of is SEO related. You want to create, and it goes back to original content. You're creating a review like I do on my own website. I take my own pictures, right? And Google likes media. Now we know that, but now you have do humans like it too? So you can maybe rank better, quicker, But then the people that come in, they don't like what they're seeing. So again, weigh everything together. I mean, SEO is becoming so much more UX based now because of AI. It feels. Here's another one. Let me hope maybe this link is correct. Good Lord. Embarrassing. Yep, that's all right. That one's great. Good. Yeah, so we can see here, Glenn Gabe here specifically saying that he's seeing a lot of these ads in ChatGPT. Now it's a free account. I'm not seeing a lot, but I'm also mostly using it for rewriting my emails. And I don't know what kind of ad they would put in there. But yeah, he's seeing a lot of these. And again, are they really good? Is this tainting the tool? This tool is great. I think they should focus more on, well, if you really want to use this great tool, pay us instead of trying to like get money from ads, because now that tool is no longer that useful, it feels like, or at least it's kind of doesn't really help me as it should, right? It's not impartial anymore. Might never been, but anyway. This could affect again how it could affect traffic, referral traffic from ChatGPT, for example. So good to know. Google is also testing out this new bubble link. Interesting, and it's from Serp Alert, which is Brody Clark. Great follow, by the way. Let's see if I can pop this open here. So these links here, and then you can see, there's like this bubble thing, and then you can click, and then you have to click further into the website. Feels like they want to keep you there instead of actually just sending traffic. Like a lot of these things they're coming out with for AI mode just feels like they really, really don't want you to go to a website, which I find weird because, like, isn't that the whole point? Anyway, they're testing this new thing. Again, could affect traffic, et cetera, et cetera. So good to know. And then finally, Google crawling 404 pages might mean it's open to more of your content. So first of all, I think we've known this for a long time. Google will recheck 404 pages. It doesn't require a lot of resources, and it's good practice. Sorry, tired. And it's been doing that for years. I think I've seen websites where the 404 pages were crawled for like 6 months to a year, even more. So really, it's like, we're making sure nothing comes back on this page, right? They really want to check it. If they keep doing that, it means Google want more of your content, right? So I think that's a good sign. This is from John Mueller. So it reflects Google checking, blah, 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 blah. Let's see here. It's not inherently an error that requires fixing, that's for sure. It can be interpreted positively, willing to pick up more content from your site. So maybe we should, right? So again, I think that's a good way of looking at it, and I like that it's coming from him, so it makes sense. But yeah, voila, very kind of not that much going on last week, but that's okay. Maybe let's start working instead of just completely adapting to new changes all the time. So yeah, thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed it. Video description has all the links that you're seeing here they will be fixed and corrected, don't worry. But yeah, have a lovely day, and I'll see all you lovely SEO people next week.